Today we are checking out the Wuben T1. Now this is their T for tactical flashlight. Couple of interesting features. So we're going to run through this flashlight, do a review or do a general thought about it, because I've used this for about a month already. So let's check it out. How's it going, guys, and welcome back to Quentin's and the Gun Guard. Today we are checking out the Wuben T1. Wuben, not as well known brand just yet, but I think these guys are going to be a big household name in future. Very cool flashlight. A couple of interesting features, but we'll get to that with the close-ups and then the closer thoughts as well. I've been using this for a month already, doing all sorts, using around the house, using during load shedding, using with patrols, with a neighborhood watch. A couple of operations here and there with a neighborhood watch as well. So this is still going strong. As you can see, it still looks very nice. So if you've been following me for a while now and checking out the test that I do with a tactical flashlight, you see that I've been giving them a beating if they claim that they are tactical. So what I did with this is, it's a bit of a jack of all trades with this flashlight. It has an outdoor mode and it has a tactical feature. So what I did when I received this flashlight is I switched it over immediately to tactical mode, because I don't really have use for the features with the outdoor feature. Some people do. So what I wanted to do is I want to give you guys an idea of the flashlight and what it looks like before it's all beaten up. I want to give you an idea of its functionality, how it works, and for the guys that don't really give the flashlight as big a beating as some of the other guys do, I like to test the flashlights. If you're just going to use this, and it has been lasting very nicely with me. If you want to use this for camping, for general I don't know, flashlighty stuff, then this is definitely the flashlight for you. If you want to use this for more tactical stuff, that is going to be part 2 of this test, let's say. So if you want to see part 2, if you want me to beat the living daylights out of this, get it, flashlight, daylight. If you want me to beat the daylights out of this flashlight, comment down in the comment section if you want to see this flashlight take a bit of a beating. Anyways, close-ups. As you can see, there's nice branding there, and then there's T1. So this is a very interesting little flashlight. As you would expect, it's aerospace aluminium hard anodizing from all the flashlights in the segment. Starting from the front, moving towards the back, it's a very aggressive bezel. I'm not sure about glass breaking, haven't tried that just yet, but that's more in the abuse test. But this is nice and aggressive for defensive purposes. If you look inside there, that's a nice and deep reflector. So we can with fairly certainty say that it's going to have a good hotspot. So I know already, but I'm going to show you guys later with the beam shots. As you can see as well, it's a smooth reflector, which means that it's going to be a pronounced hotspot. So that's the difference between this and like an orange peel one. Heat sinks here is going to help with cooling, pushing out those 2000 lumens and 62,000 candelas. Interesting place for a charging port is it's sealed completely here. You have to screw this loose. This whole thing screws loose, and as you can see, it then just drops down, and there's a Type-C USB charger. There's a light that's red when it's charging and blue when it's finished charging. If you switch it on, you can see that there's that blue light. You can't really see. There's going to be off. But when it's charging, it's on. Okay, moving towards the back, it does have a S clip, so you can carry it this direction, meaning that it's going to be bezel down, or you can carry it this direction, meaning that it's going to be bezel up. This is more of a more like a tactical flashlight, meaning that it's going to sit on your battle belt or on your plate carrier, which I've been using it. Carrying it with the bezel up just because of a weight consideration. It feels slightly, let's say, top heavy. I don't know why. Just basically where this sits, I like to carry it the other way around. It just feels like a more secure fit. It's attached with little Torx screws. So there you can see little torques holding this securely in place. So it's not just going to come off like some of the others. Tactical ring or tactical grip ring, whatever you want to call it. This is actually a rubber one. It's not metal like a lot of the other guys do. This is rubber. It hasn't given me any troubles yet. So it gives you nice retention on the flashlight when you're using it, let's say in the surefire method with your firearm. Let me just show you with the further away shot. But you can use it in this type of grip, and then just normal usage as well. It's always nice to have that just extra bit of grip, or you can just pull it off if you don't like it. This switch is probably one of the most interesting switches that I've ever seen. It has two-way direction, so it pushes down, but it also pushes to the side. As you can see, that's instant strobe function if you push it to the side, and then it does have a momentary on. So shallow push is going to switch it on, hard push is going to switch it on permanently. So I really like that functionality of just having it like a temporary on for especially tactical usage. Or if you don't want to just keep it on. It does have a tail cap, so this screws off, and then you can always pop off this ring if you don't like it. I like keeping it on. Battery that it uses is a 18650 and a 31,000 milliamp hour battery. It's 1.5 meter drop tested, IP68, so it's proper water resistant. And yeah, very nice little flashlight. Meters that this can run is 495 meters, almost 500 meters that they say. Time for the beam shots. This is the full power. This is 2000 lumens. If I step it down, this is the low power setting. I'll run through all the lumens later. So yeah, this is on the 5 meter mark as we normally do. Next up, we're running to the, as you can see, that's a solid hotspot with them spill on the side. That's going to be on, let's say, 20-25 meters. Running out further 30 meters. As you can see, that's good identification of the tie and the sledgehammer that I use for exercising. 30 meters, 40 meters up until the next hole. Solid hotspot. Let's run to the tree. Wow, that looks really nice. Good color identification, nice searchlight, and that's a solid beam. So back to my face. Let's check out the flashlights and have some final thoughts from my side. So you've seen the close-ups, you've seen the beam shots. So you've basically decided if you like this flashlight or not already. But I'm going to tell you what my thoughts are. Anyways, moving on, what I wanted to show you guys, firearm is clear and safe. Let's just check it. What I wanted to show you guys is the surefire method where you use the flashlight. You basically gripping on the tactical grip ring with, well, between your fingers. And then what I want to do is I want to push it with my palm of my hand. So you're going to push that whilst you are manipulating the firearm. It gives you slightly more control over the firearm, and you can still actuate and activate the flashlight, which is very nice, which I like to do. If you're not running a weapon mounted light, that's the method that I like to use with the firearm. It gives me still a two-handed grip, and it still gives me manipulation of the flashlight. Very cool. So what I told you guys earlier as well is I changed this flashlight directly from outdoor mode to tactical mode. What that means is I've had a bit of a mental shift, but it's happened ages ago, where I don't like too many features. Too many features get in the way of you doing whatever you want to do in a tactical scenario. Tactical meaning whatever you want it to mean. Tactics is for you specifically. I can't tell you what your tactics are, basically. So, moving on. I want few features. I want a strong beam, and then I want a weaker beam for close-up work, because you don't always want a insanely bright light if you let's say doing a search of someone, doing admin, something like that. The nice thing about this flashlight is outdoor mode. Let's just do the difference between them. Outdoor mode, you can switch it on and you can run through the power settings like you normally do with a lot of the other flashlights that has two buttons. So usually the back button is on, front button you can cycle through the different power settings. With this one, you are going to press it either momentary on or hard press. Both of them are going to activate the 2000 lumen mode. You can maintain that for 1 minute, and then after that it's going to step down to 700 lumens, and you can maintain that for 1.5 hours. The second one is, if you switch it on, you press the side button. This is a lower power setting. This is 130 lumens. You can maintain that for 10 hours. So as you can see, it's a really nice battery life. So if you want to use that, you can use it for a very long time. Another function is, as we said, if you press it down, it's going to activate the strobe function. I'm not going to run it too much, in case someone has epilepsy issues. If you press it down or up, it's a two-way switch. Then you're going to activate the strobe function immediately. So you can't get the two crossed over, the solid beam and the strobe function, which I really like. Another flashlight that has this functionality is the Brennite. They've got two different buttons. They've got the main button and then a smaller angled button where you can't confuse the two. We activate the strobe function. If you like strobe, I'm not a big fan of the strobe function. Some people love it. I can't really see much of a use, but it does have that function if you do like it. Another interesting function is if I press it twice, it's going to activate the SOS functions. If you don't know what the SOS function or how to activate it, it's going to give you this functionality to have an SOS in case of an emergency. Let's say stuck in the sticks or whatever. You've taken a forced landing somewhere where they can't see you, identify you. You do the SOS thing for another plane or whatever. Anyways, I have to bring that aviation side of me into the frame. So price on this is 2,399 Rand, available on the Torch SA website. So I've got a affiliate link with them. It's going to be in the description. So if you wanted to support the channel, you can buy that through the affiliate link. So as I said, this is basically part 1. So if you are interested in the flashlight, if you want to see how it holds up for more of a taking a beating, working flashlight kind of thing, hit me up in the comment section. Then I'll do a part 2 of this flashlight, like I did with the, I think it was Trustfire T4, where I did the same thing, but I beat the living daylights out of that. I'm not going to do that entirely with this, but I'm going to test it properly and see how it holds up. So this is basically a detailed initial impressions kind of review. But I do have experience with the flashlight because I've been using this for the last month and a half, thereabouts. Super happy with it. Like the grip, like the design of it, like the button a lot more than I thought I actually would, because I thought it's a bit of a gimmick, but it actually works very nicely. So yeah, check it out. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, all those cool things, and I'll see you guys later. Cheers.